Alright, so he's got his head up now, and we're peeping quite a bit. I thought I had heard peeping in one of the eggs, but I couldn't be sure. And I took them out and I candled them, and I couldn't really tell. It looked like they had progressed pretty far, but I didn't think it was this far. So chicks will usually let you know. There'll be a lot of peeping. They don't get through the eggs very quickly. They all kind of do it all at once, but looks like his head's stuck. Do you need some help there, little buddy? Well, I probably shouldn't open it up. It's 99.5 degrees in there, and it's like 69 out here, and he's wet and tiny. So I think it's probably better that his head be a little stuck. I think I've got the rotation of this thing turned off. I was not expecting these guys, so he must have been sat on a little bit by his mama or one of his aunts. But that is very recent. So that does mean that the rest of these could be viable. I was keeping them in there just on the off chance. They actually went through quite a long while of the chickens' incubation. So I was definitely thinking these guys weren't doing very well, and that I was gonna have to toss them. But I figured I'd give them another cycle. I'm not really hatching any. Oh, there you got his head out. No, and it fell back down. So this is actually, I think we're at, assuming that I put these in there all at the same time, this is at 35 days. So that's a very long time. But I don't think I put them all in at the same time. I wasn't too worried about it really, because I hadn't hatched Muscovys before, and I was just kind of keeping the lights on. But this little guy seems to have kind of beat the odds then, and according to online, it is incredibly difficult to incubate Muscovy eggs yourself. It's best to just let the Muscovy moms do it, but ours are their first season, first of all, which I don't think is very conducive to success. And we also have dogs that very, very much appreciate some eggs. And so I was like, you know what, I'll just take these. And here we are, 35 days later. So that does mean that I'm going to have to keep an eye on the rest of these. There was, 6 total in here, and he just hatched, so we got 5 more. And I did candle them, and all of the ones that are still in here, the other 5, looked viable to me. That doesn't mean that they've made it by any stretch of the mind. That just means that they weren't basically completely empty as of when I candled them, which was 10 days ago. The chicken eggs almost certainly are no good. Probably late failures. You know, I'm kind of at the phase where the only egg that I can candle and know for sure if something's good or bad is if there's just nothing in there. And so that's kind of what I did here. Now, 3 of the Muscovy eggs looked very close, but I wasn't holding my breath, and bam. So this little guy needs to fuzz up, dry off, and then he can actually go in the brooder with the chickens. And he'll be about the same size as the larger of the ones that are in there, so he should do okay. But we need to get him fluffed up and ready to go. You hear that, little guy? You have to dry off, and then you can come out. Probably tonight you can go in the the big brooder box. Won't that be exciting? Yep. Very cute and very exciting.